On that last play, you could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Drops back on first down. He's going to take a shot right away. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about Oregon State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them who's going to come out today.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll try to get the first through the air. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Trying to make one miss. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Using his legs, it's Scott. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Tackled almost immediately, not a whole lot on that one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And this guy's going to have to come. Your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
From the gun, running back gets to give. There he goes. He's at the 20. To the house. Touchdown, Fresno State. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Caught over the middle. It's Bowers. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll send the tight end in motion. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Escapes trouble. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Upshaw. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route run.
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
He'll bring it out. It's Orji. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Scott. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here's some daylight. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football and he makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Martin will throw it. Finds his big tight end. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary, catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
Breaks the tackle. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this 1st down.
And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off balance with that play call.
And the Bulldogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Field goal is good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Going to the ground. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the 1st quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Rides to the back. He's got the 1st down. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Out wide left, it's Butler. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Selling the fake. Got his man. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. The Beavers come to the line in the hurry-up. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed to just gash the defense.
Left side is Bowers. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Follows his blocks. It's Scott. Got the first down. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll give it to him again. Turning it on. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Maybe a crease. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
And the biggest key for them on this sustained drive has been their ability running the football. And there's nothing more demoralizing to a defense when you know the other team is going to run it and you still can't stop them. And I think if I'm this offense here, I'm finding other ways and other run schemes to just keep giving this guy the football because he is cruising through this defense now.
Right side, it's McLean. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Straight ahead, it's Scott. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together, 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And you think the defense is dialed into this guy? Like, he's already had such a great start to the football game, and you know they're using him. Great job by this defense. Great adjustment. Great job being downhill, physical, fast right now and getting him stopped.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Working that left side now. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throwing catch.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. And the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. And here they come to give it another shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. Martin back to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Number 96, set to kick it off.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Sells the run, looking to pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here, get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
And the Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down to the air. Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To his guys. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Out wide left, it's McClain. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Defense in press coverage. Running the red zone, it's Isaac. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
And it's picked off at the goal line. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw one first. Keeping his eyes downfield. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Makes the grab on the shot. Breaks into the open. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Excellent job using the clock. They get the timeout, 2 ticks remaining, and now they can put up points before going to the locker room. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Not a chance. Missed it. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's start with the USC Trojans, taking on the number 24 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Trojans in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Just feeds to running back. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
moves inside. At the 40, there he goes. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. The Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Scott. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Finds his man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. On the delay, it's Scott. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Isaac. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the 2nd half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. So this 2nd half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
Caught behind the line. It's Upshaw. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The Beavers are in the hurry up. Making the adjustment on the play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Crosses the 30. And that won't quite be enough for the 1st down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it here on 4th down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Off and running. The tag. Touchdown, Beavers. He got loose and it was lights out after that.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
He's looking to pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Fresno State 24, Oregon State 19.
Deep in the end zone, it's Orji. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Quick give. It's Isaac. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. On the move. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical on the line of scrimmage by this offense.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Martin will throw it. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Second and long here. On the ground, it's Scott. And he's brought down after a short gain. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's McClain. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the gun, it's Isaac. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun. Throws to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive, they show that they're willing to take shots and they're going to try and take the top off of this defense, not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
Already 2 for 2 on third down, but this time they'll need 9 to convert. Martin back to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Fresno State will have to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take... And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
The Beavers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. You get field position like this and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on, this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Martin will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Now inside the 20. First and 10 from the 18. Motion from the wide receiver. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Getting late, pressure building. Huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down.
And they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But fourth and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. Now remember, despite giving up that field goal, this is still a one-possession game, but they need the touchdown and the two-point conversion. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. The play fake. Unloads to the wideout. In traffic, it's Powell. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And the Beavers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. That pass is incomplete.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Handoff to the lone back. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. They give it to him again. There he goes. Touchdown, Oregon State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Right side, it's Powell. He's not going to make it in as this defense comes up with the stop on the two-point conversion to hold on to their lead.
27, Oregon State, 25.
On the return, it's McClain. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They put the brakes on it.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Left side, it's McClain. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. Martin back to pass. Setting up the screen. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Timeout is called, and that will be the 2nd charge to Oregon State. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one.
And that is a huge play in terms of field position. Nice job by the punter. And how about the gunners getting downfield to down that ball?
A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Back's got it on the screen. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those 1st downs and just make that clock run.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
The Beavers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back's got it on the screen. That's a 20. He's got space. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Finds his tight end. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
They get a huge play offensively, and now in this 2-minute situation, you got to think about clock management, right? When are we spiking the ball? We got to be throwing to the sidelines, get guys out of bounds, save some clock. We're trailing, but we've got a chance to win. We've just got to be smart with the clock management.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. Fresh center downs going to the air. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Drops back on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Long way to go on second down. He's changing the play. They'll send the back in motion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game.